What's going on, Hardcut Bully fam? Today we're live in the Bully House, man. I want to talk about a subject called whelping. I want to help us out with this. If you're not a member of the family, go ahead and click that join button now. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, man. Come on in off the bench for the big win. Become a part of the family. All right, so what is whelping? Whelping is the process of a dog birthing puppies. It is not the process of a dog taking care of puppies. It is the process of a dog giving birth to puppies. It's called whelping. So when we make what's called a whelping room, even though it is for after the puppies are born, the whelping room should be set up to have the puppies, because that's what whelping is. After the puppies are born, then you can do whatever you want to make them comfortable. But the process is called whelping because that's what the dog is doing with the puppies. So if I tune into another channel when I hear one of y'all dudes talking about you whelping your dogs, man, I'm gonna go crazy. Because you ain't a dog. You are not whelping the dog. You are helping the mother after she has already whelped the dogs, because whelping is the process of the mother giving birth to the pups. So with that in mind, you want to set your whelping room up a certain way, right, for birth. All right. Now, you don't want to have a lot of space. It does not need to be a very big space. It needs to be however long your dog is. It needs to be about that long, plus maybe a half a foot, and just as wide, so that she can turn around and she can lay down. That's what we want. We don't want too big of an area, because then things get messy. You got stuff here, stuff over there. You got it's got more stuff to clean up, and the dog needs to stay in this position. She needs to stay where she's at. It's kind of just like a horse in a stable. She needs to be in this position. So just a little bit longer than the dog itself. So I'm not gonna give you this many feet, because I don't know how big your dog is. So depending on what your dog size is, just a little bit longer than your dog size. All right, and we want it to be warm, of course, because the pups is going to come in. We want it to be warm, 70 degrees, 65, 70 degrees, somewhere in there or above. And we want it to be comfortable for the mother as much as possible. We want blankets in there. I got these little tough mats I can show you. I got these little mats that you can get from Walmart that got a tough outer shell to them that you can keep, washed down, clean. And it's better for me because I find that when you use blankets, they run through the blankets so much because the mother has given birth. They just ruined the first blanket, and now she's a vaginal dripping for the rest of the, maybe 2-3 weeks. And this is getting on all of this is getting on all of the blankets, the afterbirth, the dogs, the puppies pooping, all of this stuff gets on the blanket. So for me, it's better to get a kind of that tough skin mat that I can put everybody on, and it keeps it's comfortable, and it keeps everybody clean. Now I still throw a blanket in there just so that we have something comfort or warmth just in case. But I keep that blanket as clean as possible. And the mother is going to keep that blanket as clean as possible. She's going to keep the pups regular. When they need to go to the restroom, poop or whatever, she's going to do that. She's going to assist them to stimulate them to go. And she's not going to let it go in the whelping area. So yeah, that's the biggest point. The whelping was the process of them having a baby. So we had to get them ready for that. And that's getting it as comfortable as possible. Nice area, warm, want her to have you some towels, blankets, water, food, clean water bowls, stuff like that. That's a whelping room. Now, after she's had the baby, they're going to be in this situation, this area for at least 4 weeks, I would say, until you can get them weaned. So you can go to Amazon. They've got whelping boxes. I've seen all kind of whelping boxes made. Like I say, it needs to be the size of the dog, not the size of the puppies. But you can have a lot of puppies, so sometimes you have to have it a little bit bigger. But it doesn't matter if you got 30 puppies, they can only be with the mother. You can never have 30 puppies, but they can only be with the mother. So it's the size of the mother is what counts. Now, I have seen it done all kinds of ways. Like I say, you can go to Amazon and get a whelping box. I have seen people, I have done it myself, go and get a little child swimming pool from the Dollar General store. You get that, and you can put blankets in there. You can put, you don't have money for blankets, you can tear up a bunch of newspapers. You know, just shred the newspaper up into little shreds, you know, in strips, and you can put that in there for bedding. And that'll work fine for whelping, because like I said, whelping is the process of giving birth. All right. So it'll be something that'll keep anything off your carpet or anything in your house. It's all contained in this plastic swimming pool. So anyway, you can do that. Very cheap, very easy way. You can go to Amazon, get the professional box. I've seen people build the boxes. I've had boxes that you can build that I was able to expand it per the dog size. Some dogs are short, so I was able to expand it. Those are good too. But what I use now is I have this kennel, and it has a fall away floor in it for when the pups start to when they start to feeding themselves and they start to, you know, going around using the restroom on themselves. This got a fall away floor, so it'll catch everything that falls through. They don't have to stand in it at all. Okay. It's got the door on it, so when I'm not in here, I can close that. Don't have to worry about the mom messing up the rest of the house or anything. When I come back in, of course, I let her, you know, open the door right back up. And it's got the blankets and everything in like I want. On the sides over here, I've got the dog bowls for the food and the water, of course, raised at chest level. But yeah, that's what I use, and for me, it's the best thing. And with these cages, I can put a radiant heater. I can just put it right next to the cage, and it won't burn up anything. You can't do that with wood. So for me, this is a pretty good setup. I have a few of these, and I don't have any problem with any of my females. It's a perfect setup. And like I say, even after the 4 weeks, when the mother's no longer in there, the pups have it to themselves, and it's perfect for them to eat, and all sorts of, you know, all of that stuff. Because that's the main thing with your whelping area is you want to be able to maintain it, keep it clean, and that is a constant job. Like I say, the mother's leaking from after birth, and the pups, you know, they're going too. The older they get, the more they're going to go. So yeah, you got to have an area that can handle that. So for me, the drop cages was the best thing. If I had it in the swimming pool, you just got to keep changing that bed out constantly, and they're going to stand in it sometime, period, because there's nowhere for it to go. But with the drop cages, they don't have to stand in the poop at all, and it's very simple, efficient for me. So that's what I use. All right, so what are the things that I keep in the whelping area to make sure the mother's comfortable? Because that's the whole point of the whelping area. Make sure the mother's comfortable so that she can take care of the pups. Of course, like I said, the blankets, something padded for her to lay on, some kind of padding in there, heat, or if it's summertime, something to keep her cool. Plenty of liquid because they're drinking milk from her, so she needs some fluids. So we got water sitting there. I keep water bottles here. Food. I'm using Victor puppy food now because she's whelping puppies. So she's nursing puppies. I almost did the same mistake. She's nursing puppies right now. So with her nursing the puppies, I'm giving her Victor puppy food because that's giving the puppies the nutrients that they need. And that's the very real important thing right now. Make sure the puppies have what they need, not the mother what they need, because you're gonna miss some things with the pups. You could have deficiencies, you could get rickets, it could be a whole bunch of different things. So you make sure that the nutrition is right for the pups. And for us, we're about 10 days, 8 or 9 days. Well, 10 days in. Matter of fact, the pup's eyes are starting to open up a little bit now. I don't know if you can see, but he's starting to peek at us a little. You see him, Kane? The pup's eyes open after about a week, in between a week and 2 weeks. So that's another part of the growth process. But that's it in a nutshell. Keep everything comfortable, compact space with everything you need in that area. I got my antibiotics in here, the pain pills in here. I got everything that I need within arm's reach to assist the mother so that the mother can nurse the puppies. You know what I'm talking about? Come on off the bench for the big win, man. Get you some hard cut. It's on.